Hello and welcome to today's episode. I am your host, Bunmi Ajibade. And in today's episode, we want to look at how you can prepare for entrepreneurship in the face of job loss. I know it's new in the year and you might not be thinking about job loss, but it happens. Okay, so for those of you working a full-time job or a part-time job, the question I want you to answer is, are you ready for what 2024 will bring? Come on, let's go. It's time to create your own economy now. Welcome to Create Your Own Economy podcast, the weekly podcast that equips you with the know-hows, the strategies, tools, and resources to create your own economy, grow your business, and live the life you desire. If you have not done so, hit the subscribe button so you will never miss an episode. I was surfing the internet and there's an article I read in the Business Insider. And so many companies are reducing their workforce in 2024. I don't know about you. I don't know how stable your company is. It may or may not affect you. But the goal of today's episode, the purpose of today's episode is to encourage you to be prepared. If it gets to your company, if it gets to your turn, how prepared would you be to tackle this? So I'm going to highlight some companies that I read in Business Insider that are planning or they already started laying off for 2024. Number one, the big giant company, Amazon, is laying off several hundreds of employees. And the senior vice president said that they have identified opportunities to reduce or discontinue investments in certain areas while increasing their investment and focus on content and product initiative that would deliver the most impact. So they give you a reason for doing it. And I will encourage you also to find a reason why you need to consider creating your own economy. So now the cut will follow several rounds of layoffs in Amazon that started in 2022. And is going to affect more than 27,000 people. You might have a relation that might be affected, or it might be you. The number two company, Twitch. Twitch is also owned by Amazon, and they're eliminating more than 500 roles. That is roughly 35% of its workforce. Then the third company is the giant athletic wear Nike. Nike announced an up to $2 billion cost-cutting initiative that will take place over the next 3 years. Then the number four company, Intel, the chip maker, they have warned that additional layoffs are expected in 2024 beyond the 235 employees that they just cut in one of their facilities in California on December 31st. And the company made 5 rounds of job cuts in 2023. 5 rounds of job cuts in 2023. And the fifth one that I want to also share with you is Citigroup, the large company. We cut staff in 2024 as part of its corporate overhaul. So I'm bringing this to you to let you know that job cuts happen. Job cuts happen. And the question also, is your company immune to layoffs? Because some of you might say, oh, wait, I'm good. Is your company immune to layoffs? Because there will also be a reason why there is a layoff. Like Amazon said, they want to increase their investment and focus on those initiatives, those departments that will deliver the most impact, that will deliver the most profit for the company. Now, my take on this is that you can begin creating your own source of income. You can begin to think about how to begin that journey of creating your own economy where you are in charge. Or if you have a side hustle and you have been toying with a side hustle, maybe it is time for you to pay more attention and focus on growing that side hustle. So if any layoff happens on your job, you at least have something that you can fall back on. And if you don't have any yet, this is what you need today. So the prospect of a job loss can be a catalyst for you to consider being or becoming an entrepreneur. This can be an alternative to consider instead of looking for another job opportunity, which is also not immune to job loss. You can begin to think about yourself and what you really want to do for the rest of your life. So transitioning from an employee to an entrepreneur requires strategic planning, resilience, growth mindset. There's so many things that are required. So the earlier you begin to think about this and setting something in motion, the better for you. So let's just look at three things. Three things I want you to consider today if you are considering becoming an entrepreneur. Three things today. Number one is for you to identify and evaluate your skills and passion. What are you good at? What are you passionate about? What aligns with your purpose? What is that one thing that you just go back in your thought and your mindset over and over again? What would you love to do if you depart from that job that you have right now? What is that one thing? You need to begin to think about that. And if you have a side hustle, you begin to ask yourself, is that where you are supposed to be? Is that the business that can put food on your table, that can grow? Then number two that I want you to think about is once you have an idea of what you might love to do, begin to research the idea. Because the fact that you love something does not make it a potential good business. So begin to network in the industry you are thinking of. Research the industry leaders. Identify a mentor to support you. And at times also, I can be of that support for you so that we can help you sort out your thought process. Because as an entrepreneur, we have 50,000 ideas. So you need an external person that will really walk you through so that you can pinpoint where you need to be as you create your own economy. Then number three, you need to start to embrace a growth mindset, because being an entrepreneur requires continuous learning about the product, learning about the services, and even you yourself focusing on your personal development. Because for you to develop a business, you need to develop yourself. And if you eventually want to grow a business, if you eventually want that business to pay your bills, to be the one that will help you create your own economy, then you need to start thinking about growth, personal growth and development, because there are so many skills that you will need to develop to run a business. So then you look at what skills do you have right now, or what other skills do you need to develop so that they will enhance your ability to create a sustainable business, and also will help you to navigate challenges, because challenges are part of growth. And to learn more about entrepreneurship, I have some previous episodes where we talk about opportunity and preparation, a guide to creating your own economy. I will encourage you to go to my website, www.clarolegr.com/podcast, and go through that previous episode. And also there's another episode where I interviewed Melissa West, and she explained how she navigated her transition from corporate America to owning her own business. I encourage you to go back to those two episodes and really listen, and then if you have any questions or any other support, I'm here to support you. So preparing for entrepreneurship requires you to assess your strengths, identify what you are passionate about, and there are so many other steps that you need to take, like how prepared are you financially? What can you do to begin that financial preparation? And those are the things that Melissa also talked about. She will share with you what she did to prepare financially for her exit from corporate America into business. And there's so many more business plans, and there are very many more things that you need to consider. So whether you are preparing for retirement, or you just feel it's time for you to take your side hustle to the next level, or you are not sure, maybe you are hearing rumors about job loss, and then you are thinking of, I really need to get something started, you can contact me for support. I know what it feels like when you are trying to do all this alone. That is why I'm here to support you. There is power in mentorship and there is power in coaching. So for a free discovery call where you will really understand where you are, you share with me where you are, and then gain some more clarity, please go on my website and book a free discovery call, clarolegr.com/meet, MEET. And also on the website, also, if you really want to determine how ready you are for entrepreneurship and what you need to do, I encourage you to take the 10-point checklist and see where you are. And then reach out to me and let's see how I can support you. Please share this podcast and write a review. I want to hear from you. I will see you in the next episode. I hope you enjoyed this episode. The best gift you can give me is by sharing this podcast with your friends, your family, and reviewing it, which will help this podcast to grow organically. If you want to create your own economy and live the life that you deserve, join my next workshop or schedule time with me. My purpose may as well be to help you on your journey. Visit clarolegr.com/ workshop. See you again next week.